TV. He's chilling, sitting dirty, and up. You feel me? Watching TV. You feel me? Uh, off my headphones, dog. Yeah, I'm just sitting here chilling. That's just, excuse me. College football season officially what a week away. We a week away now, bro. And Michigan, they got their first game against New Mexico State. We're gonna talk about it. Feel me? Um, but first, I want to talk about the schedule and what I think Michigan record is gonna be. The first game, like I said, is against New Mexico at home. 7:30, a little late, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna win that easily. I'm gonna be interested in the seeing what the offense is gonna look like though with Bryce, you know what I'm saying? New regime, of course. I like Bryce. I think he's gonna come out pretty play. I think they're gonna probably play Bryce a little bit, then probably try to play like maybe Jay Davis or other quarterbacks. Let them get some spin because it's really just like a tune-up game. To be honest, I'm more the offense is good, but I want to see what the defense is really gonna be looking like. 'Cause we lost a lot of our players on the national championship team. So we got a lot of new players, but we still got some guys coming back on the defense as well. Though. So I want to see like the start of the season is always like the first game is always gonna be like what this rest of the season is gonna look like. What's gonna determine what the rest of the season is gonna look like. So I wouldn't I think we should probably beat the Mexico State probably be a blowout. Maybe like I say probably put like 35 on it. I probably would say 40 points, but Sharon will probably take the starters out. Let's see, the Oklahoma week two at Oklahoma. That's probably gonna be a tough game. I ain't gonna lie. Me being a Michigan fan, me being where I am, I think we gonna win the game easy, but I gotta look at it. We have a new quarterback. He's a freshman. It's a tough environment. Oklahoma, they're a good team. They did lose their bowl game though, but I ain't gonna say I'm sleeping on Oklahoma nothing like that. Let's make Oklahoma nothing like that. But let me see. Matt, who's that quarterback? Material. He was playing at Washington State. I seen him play. Wasn't too good. He was all right, but they say Oklahoma do got a good defense, so we'll see what their defense is looking like. It's gonna be an interesting matchup with their defense going against our offense and our defense going against their offense. So I want to see what that's going to determine as far as like the trenches, who's going to win the battle. Michigan, our defensive line, people, we may have lost a lot, but we got 11 defensive linemen, and 9 of them is over 300 pounds. So we got the lead leaders up front for sure. Uh, Honestly, I think the Oklahoma game will probably be like a true test for Michigan's early in the season, week two road game. I think I'm gonna predict it'll probably be a tight game the whole way. Then going into the fourth quarter, I think it's gonna be like a big turnover that's gonna determine the outcome of the rest of the game. You know what I'm saying? I think Michigan will make like a crucial stop on defense and end up winning the game. But yeah, I think we'll. I think Michigan will beat Oklahoma. I think, in my opinion, just because I think we know Michigan in the past we got a reputation of like blowing games, but these last few years in them close games we've been able to like fight through it and win the game. But like I said, I think our defense is gonna make a key stop or make a big play, or it might even be the offense. Somebody's gonna make a big play. I think it's gonna be a tie game the whole way, probably till like 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and then that's probably when Michigan probably gonna like pull through. So I got Michigan beating Oklahoma. I'll probably say low scoring game, probably
21-24. Field goal. Michigan wins by a field goal. Drive down the field, kick a game-winning field goal. Zavada will probably kick a field goal. I'm gonna say with like 20 seconds left in the game. Okay. Week 3, we got Central Michigan. That's a win. At home. Afternoon game. Will be Central Michigan. I think Michigan's gonna come off high off of beating Oklahoma in a tight game, and I think they're gonna kind of like, I ain't gonna say like coast through, but I think they're gonna you know just play, they're gonna start getting confident basically, start catching their win 3 games into the season. I think what Michigan brought Central Michigan, Nebraska. I think we'll win. I think we'll beat Nebraska. It's at Lincoln. Last time we played in Nebraska, we did pretty good. I ain't really worried about Nebraska too much. They got a decent team. Raiola, I think, will be in his second year. That's going to be interesting to see what Raiola got, but I'm not really worried about Nebraska really at all, really, to be honest. Um, but you never know, though. It could be a trap game for Michigan because, like I said, it's second road game. We got more. Michigan has more road games than they do home games. So I don't know. It's going to be a test. Right now at the Home Depot, shop Labor Day savings on Whirlpool appliances. Give refrigerators with space for everything. Might be a little challenge, but like I said, I'm not really worried about Nebraska. I think because usually Nebraska usually beat themselves with turnovers and not being able to score at a high level. And when you play in Michigan, you got to score. You can't kick field goals. You got to really play us. So, but like I said, you never know. It's a road game, but I think we'll beat Nebraska. I think our running game is really going to start get going too. Hold on 1 second. Charge my headphones. Now that's enough to make you build an all-pretzel pantry with the biometric security system. Dots, sensationally seasoned pretzels. She's really getting up there. Yeah, she is. Don't feel your age. Your age. Ask the cream. For a limited time, save up to 50% on select styles of beautiful new carpet, hardwood, vinyl, and laminate flooring from Empire Today. Plus, we'll beat any competitor's offer, guaranteed. And our price includes everything: installed flooring and even furniture moving. Get Empire's Home Floor Advantage and save up to 50% off. Visit EmpireToday.com or give us a call to schedule your free estimate. You know the number. 800-588-2300 Empire Today. Like I said, charge my headphones. I say I think our running game will step up. In the Nebraska game, it's really going to be like a trenches battle. Because Nebraska, they've always had decent defense. But we've usually, since they moved to the Big Ten, we've had our way with them. They haven't really beaten us really. I mean, I think I said maybe for a couple of times. But outside of that, you see, when we played them in 2023, we annihilated them. We mollywopped them. So I think it's going to be the same thing. They may play good for maybe a quarter, maybe two, but when that second half comes, I think the Michigan defense is really going to step up, though. Guys are going to be out to really prove themselves. It's going to be a really physical game, a lot of hard hitting too. It might be a cold weather game because it's late September, so that'll be interesting too. Hopefully it snows. That'll be nice. Then after that, we got Wisconsin. I can't remember what games Sharon Moore is going to miss. He has to miss 2 games. I don't know what 2 games it is. I think it's the Central Michigan Nebraska game. So it might, like I said, if those are the 2 games, then Nebraska game might be. If I think Sharon has to miss the Nebraska game, so that might be a tight game. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know who's going to be coaching the game. But like I said, cream rising to the top. I think Michigan will figure it out. We'll beat Nebraska. Now Wisconsin at home. I ain't really worried about Wisconsin too much. I don't really know what their record was, but I'm not really worried about Wisconsin at all. We'll beat Wisconsin. Bryce Underwood start to find his game. The offense will start to open up. Running game is probably going to really start to really be at its best. You're going to see a lot of our tight ends are going to start to work. Receivers, Donovan McCulley, he's going to start to step. I got him. I think he's going to be the best receiver in the nation, me personally. Donovan McCulley, he's that good. Let me see. Look at that right there. There's a dog in a wagon. Yeah, we'll beat Wisconsin. I think we'll probably put about like maybe 30, 40 points up. No, I ain't 40. Probably like maybe 30, 32 points up. Because I don't think Wisconsin, they've never really had good quarterbacks. You look back at Wisconsin's history, they don't really got no good quarterbacks really for real. So, you see, we got USC. That's going to be a tough game. I don't know, man. I don't know, Michigan fans. This game might be tough though. USC, we beat them last year with no quarterback. We on the road, West Coast. They don't got the time yet for the game. It might be a noon game. They might make it depending on what Michigan's record is, because I think we'll at that point when we play AC, we'll probably be like 4-0. I think 4-5-0 at that point, in my opinion. I think that might be a tight game, just due to the fact that we got a freshman quarterback on the road. USC's a tough environment, you know. And they got a good team, USC. They got a pretty good quarterback. I don't know who their starting quarterback is gonna be, but they got a good quarterback though. But at the same time, I don't really know how good at this point, like how good our offensive line and our receivers and all that is gonna be at this point. But I don't know. We just got to wait it out. But I got Michigan losing to USC. We'll probably lose by like 6 points. You know what I'm saying? I think USC, they're gonna be motivated. We beat them last year. I think that's gonna be a tough game, man. You know, it's just when you never know. Any injuries could happen, anything, and it may be in a situation we may not be able to run the ball. And Bryce Underwood's gonna have to throw the ball probably majority of the game. I don't know how well that will turn out, even with our receivers, just due to the fact that we're more of a predicated running team. But I think USC is gonna, because they did it last year. They was trying to do their best to utilize the run. They did it for majority of the game, and then we were able. If it wasn't for Will Johnson's pick six, we probably, who knows, we probably don't win that game, because we couldn't really score really on offense. You take away outside of Mullins a touchdown at the end, that took the whole game to do that. So I don't really know this turnaround I don't know what the outcome's gonna be with that game, you know, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. But yeah, I got Michigan losing to USC. We got Washington the next week at home. We'll beat them. We'll bounce back and beat Washington. We should have beat Washington last year. Donovan Edwards had that fumble. Offense couldn't really do anything. At this point, we was going back and forth for quarterbacks. We played like 3 quarterbacks. I think that's the game that Davis Warren actually started. Horrible game he played. But yeah, we'll beat Washington. I think Bryce Underwood and the rest of the team will bounce back and play solid. You know, we'll be motivated off the loss. And yeah, we'll beat Washington. Like I said, we'll get our revenge against them. And then we got a little brother after that. Yeah. Michigan State. Playing in East Lansing. You know what happened the last time we played them? 49-0. I think, but real talk though, Michigan State got a decent team. They got Aiden Childs. I think he's a sophomore. I think he's decent. They got that receiver that's pretty good too. Trying to think of his name, Nick Marsh. He's a beast. Nick Marsh is a beast. He get down. And I just hope that at this point of the season, we'll be 6 games in. Hopefully our cornerbacks and our secondary and our defense will be at its best. Because usually it takes the middle of the season for your defense really start to play well. So that'll be midpoint of the season. At that point, almost midpoint. I think our defense is gonna really step up. You're gonna see a lot of guys flying around and making plays out there. But hopefully our corners can hold up. I think they should play Shamari Earls. I think at this point of the season, Shamari Earls will be playing at this point. I plays them tough always. And I think it'll be a physical game, probably first half, and then I think midway through the third quarter, Michigan will start to take over. I'm gonna make a prediction. I'm gonna say I don't know why, but I'm gonna say Hogan Hansen or one of our other tight ends are probably gonna step up and follow. Maybe Merlin Klein have a big game. I can see it. And I think our winning game. I think George Marshall probably have 100 yards rushing. Justin Haynes will probably have 100 yards rushing as well. And I think Bryce Underwood will even have probably like maybe 60 yards rushing because he can run. He can use his legs too. For sure. So we'll beat Michigan State down. I think that'll be a jump to ask as well. Purdue. We'll beat Purdue. I ain't really worried about Purdue. Like I said, that's solid Northwestern. At Northwestern. That may be a trap game for us though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm noticing we don't play Illinois. We don't play Penn State. We don't play Iowa. So it's a good chance. Like I said, all these games is winnable games. Beat Northwestern. I think our winning game. Jordan Marshall and Justin Haynes is gonna go off. They both probably get 100 yards, over 100 yards rushing. I don't think Bryce Underwood's gonna do too much. He might come out the game. Jerome Moore might pull him out because he probably gonna be up so many points in the game. But then again, you never know. Northwestern, they played us tight in the past and they got a decent defense. So, but I think we got better athletes than them. And I think this game is just gonna be a warm up for Maryland, really. But I see the starters coming out. You'll see a lot of our backups probably playing in this game. I can see it for sure. Maybe using a third string maybe just come in. Maryland, at Maryland, tough. That's a tough one. Um, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say Maryland's actually gonna be up, and we gotta come back. I say Maryland probably be up by like 13. Say it'd be like 13 to like 10 or something like that, or maybe 13-7. But they'll have the lead probably going into like maybe the second quarter, and then they'll probably kick another field goal, probably go about like another 3 points, and then we come back and score a touchdown, and then that's when the second half comes. In Michigan, we played great in the second half, so I think we'll dominate. Because Maryland, they don't really have no. I don't know who their quarterback is. They don't really got no good receivers, really. I think Tua's brother left. I don't think he's there anymore. So yeah, I'm not really worried about Maryland. I think another. That'll be a blowout to me. I think we'll blow them out. Honestly, they may could get 20 points. I don't see them getting no 30 points though. Maybe 17 at the most. I'm gonna say. Because Maryland kick a lot of field goals. They don't really got a prolific offense like that. So let's see. And then we got the matchup of all matchups. Michigan against Ohio State. Mm. And it's at home. Noon game. You already know the crew. Gus Johnson, Joe Cladd is going to be doing the game, of course. They'll probably even have the noon kickoff or maybe even game day at Michigan Stadium. I won't be surprised. I'm going to say this, though. I'm going to say this. To me, honestly, because I don't know what Ohio State's schedule is really going to be at this point. They may, because I got them losing 3 games. I don't think they're going to make the playoff. Now they're damn sure not going to win the Big Ten. But I'm going to say this, though. I think coming out, it's going to really determine on who scores first. Like, if we go, say we get the ball, we go down the field and we score first. Because our defense is good enough to where we could hold up. We could go and score 7 points. We could score because I don't think when it comes down to it, Ohio State will have their moments because they throw the ball. They're not a running team like how we is. We could duplicate the game off of just us running the ball. Really, to be honest, that's gonna determine the game. That in the trenches, if we can control the line of scrimmage, and at this point with this the last game of the season, our defense is gonna really be probably at its best. It's gonna be who got the best defense. Offense, 2, because you got to score points, but it's going to be who got the better defense, in my opinion. And I think our defense is better than we proved it the last 4 years. You go back, you watch the games, even last year's game. They made plays. We came back and made plays. Because really, when Sawyer had that interception, y'all should have really, Ohio State really should have won the game, really. But the Michigan's defense stepped up, and I think it's going to be the same thing this year. Rob Moore is probably going to. I won't be surprised at this point. Rob Moore probably be playing. This be his last season. He'd be fully healthy at this point. He's the Ohio killer the last 2 years. He's made plays against them, so I see our defense really like coming after what's his name, Julian saying. I don't think if he makes it through the whole season, our defense is gonna be tough, man. Martindale's gonna have a scheme for sure, but I think offensively, I think they can't hold up with us because they throw the ball. We could duplicate off of running. I could see Jordan Marshall. Him being from Ohio. He was Mr. Player of Ohio last year. This game's gonna mean everything to him. This is probably gonna be his best game that he plays, man. Honestly, I think the receivers are gonna be in tune. Bryce Underwood's going to be playing solid. This is a home game for us. At this point, everybody's going to be. The offense is going to be like this at this point all together. Everybody's going to be on the same page. Bryce Underwood's going to be out there throwing darts, making plays with his legs and arm. But I think we come out first and score, smack him in the mouth, and then knowing Ohio State, they'll probably try to just stay in the game. If they can't get a touchdown, they kick a field goal, now be a mistake. Then we go down the field again and score another time. So I'm gonna say this: if we go up 14-3, then it might be ugly because they already now you're gonna have to spend the rest of the game coming back, and they don't got. I don't think they lost a lot of players in the draft too. Ohio State did. They lost a lot of their best players, and they were seniors. A lot of them guys is gone now, so they got to start all over now on defense. Kind of like how we did last year, how we had to figure it out. But I will say this though, I wouldn't sleep on Ohio State because we have beat them the last 4 years. They may be motivated to beat us, but I just don't think that they will. I really don't, because their best time to beat us was last year when we didn't have a quarterback. Now we got Bryce Underwood, and he's gonna show why he's the best quarterback in the nation at this point. Because I got Bryce Underwood, I could see him probably throwing like for 3,500 yards, maybe like 28 touchdowns, probably like maybe because he doesn't turn the ball over a lot, probably maybe 5-6 picks maybe on the season. But his playmaking ability is going to be the crucial thing in this game. And I don't think Ohio State can make the stops, man. I think offense is going to be too good for them. They can't match up. And I could just see it. I think it's going to be a dog walk. I think we're going to blow them out, honestly, because we're going to have the crowd. Everything's going to be, I think you know how it is when Michigan get in the second half. That crowd play a factor for sure. And I think I think Barham and them boys, they going to be playing. And I think Julian Sand going to be running for his life, and he ain't going to have time to throw the ball. Jeremiah Smith is good, but he can't get the ball every play. You still got to get the ball as good as he is. Julian Sand does have an arm. He can make the throws, but I just, when Michigan, we annihilate you, man. The secondary is going to be too much. The defensive line going to be too much, man, to hold up. But yeah, I got Michigan. I'm going to say Michigan 42, Ohio State 28. That's just being nice, though. Because like I said, man, we value, man. We second half, man. Michigan, we a second half team, man. So that's going to be 5 in a row. We beat y'all. I think Bryce Underwood probably get player of the game. I see him throwing for like maybe 320 with 1 touchdown on the ground, maybe 4 touchdowns in the air. And I think Donovan McCulley's going to have a good game too, 6'5". He's going to be out there snagging left and right. But yeah, 42-28, Michigan. And then we got the Big Ten championship. It'll probably be Penn State, maybe Illinois, maybe Oregon. Hopefully it's Oregon, though. I want to see Oregon. We don't play them this year. They beat us last year on that suspect first touchdown that hit the ground. Obviously, they didn't want to show the replay till way after the fact when they scored. So I want to play Oregon. That's who I want in the Big Ten championship. But depending on the season, on the other side of the Big Ten, how it go, it might be Penn State because they the favorite, but you never really know. James Franklin has a reputation of getting stuffed in lockers. He can't win big games to save his life. They don't have the quarterbacks. They don't have the quarterbacks to really step up and really win the big games. Their defense be suspect at times too. So they do got all their best players coming back, but both their running backs, all their best players are coming back. But still, though, sometimes sometimes you do all of that, it's never enough, man. You know what I'm saying? It take more than just because Michigan was able to do it and Ohio State was able to do it, don't mean Penn State could do it. James Franklin has to prove that he can win the big games, man. So I'm gonna just say, because it's probably gonna come down to Penn State and Oregon as far as that side of the Big Ten go. So, but I don't know what Penn State schedule is, Oregon schedule is, but I'm gonna say Oregon though. Michigan plays Oregon. Mm, you know what? I'm gonna say this. I say it might be a tiebreaker between Penn State and Oregon. We probably end up playing Penn State just because Penn State, because I think Penn State and Oregon play each other in the regular season. I think so. I don't know. I have to check. Anybody watching this video later, if you're a Penn State Oregon fan, let me know. But I think Penn State and Oregon plays against each other, and if they do, whoever wins that probably got leverage. So I think determining on who plays, if they do play each other, whoever plays at home probably be a favorite. But let's just go out of the limb and let's just say Penn State does win, though. You know what I'm saying? Let's just say Penn State does win, and James Franklin has a actually, winning season, right? Let's just say Penn State and Oregon meet up in the regular season, and James Franklin gets upper hand on Don Mullen or whatever, right? Let's just say that. Right? Let's just say that. But I don't know. For some reason, something's telling me Oregon may make the Big Ten championship. And if they do, I'm gonna just say, I'm gonna stick to my prediction. I'm gonna say Oregon, because I just don't trust James Franklin to win the games, man. He can't. I don't know. He has to prove to me that he can win them. I'm gonna be watching Penn State this whole season, Oregon too. But yeah, I got Michigan, Oregon in the Big Ten championship, and I think it'll be a pretty good game. I think it's interesting because Oregon's kind of in a situation with Michigan, kind of as far as quarterbacks go, because they got a new quarterback, Dante Moore. We got a new quarterback, Bryce Underwood. Both from Detroit. They both know each other, so that's going to be an intriguing game. Real intriguing to me. I want to see. My biggest thing is the test for me is Michigan's defense and Oregon's defense. Who's going to have the better defense? Who's going to make the key stops? Because at this point, me personally, I'm going to just go on and guess and just say maybe Chip Lindsey just takes the top off the defense and just decides to, throw the ball downfield, go more vertical. Because we got the receivers to do it. We got the receivers to do it. I need to show you some pictures. Are you available? Because we got Jamar Browder, he's 6'5" as well, so I could see him making some big plays too in the Big Ten championship. Like I said, I think Chip Lindsey, Sharon Moore they probably sit down probably like before the game, maybe a couple days, strategize, and probably just add a lot of more wrinkle plays. Maybe some gadget plays too. I could see it to get our speed, and we got some receivers with speed, get them in space and get them going for sure. But I could see it. Like I said, I don't really know how good Oregon's. They do got pretty good receivers though. Oregon, they lost one of them in the draft. That's another thing too. That's gonna be the test too, is to see how good their offense is against our defense and our offense is against their defense. I know they got the number one. I think he's the number one receiver out of Texas. I think that's next year though. But yeah, I got surprisingly, I think Oregon be winning majority of the game. I think Oregon go up by like 17, and Michigan, we got to fight back. But I think our defense keeps us in the game with turnovers. I think we'll have a crucial turnover. Shamari Earls probably have like a pick six. If not him, Zeke Berry, or one of the other guys, Metcalf. Somebody's gonna make a big play to get us back in the game. Kick return, punt return, block field goal, something. is going to keep us in the game. And I think we fought our way back come fourth quarter. I think Oregon probably be up by maybe 3 points. And then we tied the game up probably with like 8 and some change. And then both the offenses stall and punt. And then I think the last 4 minutes of the game, I think Michigan goes on a drive. I think Jordan Marshall steps up because the running game will probably step up. They'll make some big plays. Our offensive line as well. It's a bummer because we're losing one of our best offensive lineman, Andrew Babalo. He's gonna be out for the season. So I don't know how good our offensive line is gonna be, but Michigan will will themselves, and I think we'll go down the field, game winning drive with a touchdown. Maybe go for a 2 point conversion. Sharon Moore may go for a 2 point conversion, just depends. But yeah, if not, whatever, we go up 7, and then I think Oregon drives down the field, and then I think they get to maybe like the red zone and probably go 4-and-out, and Michigan wins the Big Ten championship. That's how I think it's gonna go. That's what I think the season's gonna be, honestly, in my opinion. So I think I got Michigan going like 12-1 on the season, 11-1 on the season. We lose to USC. The rest of the games we win. But I do think Nebraska could be a trap game. Oklahoma as well, but I think I got us winning both of those games just because of the defense, and Bryce Underwood gonna find a way to will us up to victory, you know? Because I think a lot of people are sleeping on Michigan's team altogether, all the analysts. They don't really think we're gonna be good just because of, you know, with the whole sanctions and everything else that's going on with all that, right? But people gonna be shocked. They're gonna find out how good our team is really gonna be, man, especially with our offense. Our offense is gonna win us some games, and our defense is gonna keep us in a lot of these games. You could never count out a team that got a great defense. Michigan, we've had a great defense. That's how we've able to win games. Beating Alabama, beating Ohio State. You know what I'm saying? Beating Penn State. We willed ourselves off. Beating Ohio State. We willed ourselves off of really just tenacity, really just playing physical in the trenches, man. That's what it comes down to at the end of the day. So yeah, I got Michigan going 11-1 for the regular season. As far as playoffs, I don't really know playoffs. I'll make another video probably later on in the season when they make all the seedings and all that. I'll do another video for playoffs. But yeah, man, I got Michigan going 11-1 on the season. Tell me what y'all think though in the comments below. I want to know y'all's opinion of what y'all think the season's going to. Tell me what y'all's opinion is for the season. Who y'all favorite team is and all that. Let me know. But yeah, I got Michigan going 11-1, Big Ten championship. I think the score of the Big Ten championship. 31-23 Michigan. Like I said, they'll go down the field, game winning drive. I think Jordan Marshall will probably have a big run too. I think it'll be like a third. Let's say Oregon, they play us tight. Bryce Underwood gets sacked on the first play. The second play will probably be like a screen play, or maybe like a RPO play, or maybe like a mesh. Go to our tight end, and then it'll probably be like a third and like, let's say 3rd and 9 or whatever, 3rd and 8. And then I think Jordan Marshall's gonna get the ball. Bryce Underwood's gonna hand it off to him, and he's gonna make a big play, maybe rip off maybe like a 40, 50-yard run to put us in scoring position. That's what I think is gonna happen. I don't know. Something's just telling me somebody's gonna make a big play on offense though to put us in scoring position. And I think Oregon is just gonna just be overwhelmed at that point because they not used to being physical. Yeah, they won the Big Ten last year, but let's just be real. Michigan had a down year, and Ohio State even had a down year. They didn't play their best. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to be real, if Ohio State got to the Big Ten championship, who knows? They didn't make it. It was Penn State and Oregon, and I think it's going to be the same thing. But I think this time, I don't think Penn State and Oregon make it to the Big Ten. I think they play in the regular season, I think. But regardless, I think Oregon, that's what it's going to be, I think, though, Michigan and Oregon. But yeah, tell me what y'all think, man. And go blue. I'm out.